Hey, friends, another massive Russian attack on Ukraine overnight. Imagine this: sirens wailing in the darkness, missiles flying, and millions of people left in the cold without light. Is this the end of the so called energy truce? Or was there even one to begin with? Let's break it down step by step, because this story isn't just about Ukraine. It touches American politics, our allies, and how we Americans look at the world. Stay with me, because I've got some shocking details for you that could change your view. Did you know that President Donald Trump personally asked Vladimir Putin not to bomb Ukraine's energy infrastructure right in the middle of winter? Yes, this isn't a joke. Trump said it publicly. He stated that he reached out to the Kremlin leader with a request to refrain from strikes on Ukraine's energy infrastructure during the harshest frosts. But here's the twist. The Kremlin never confirmed that Putin agreed. Putin's press secretary, Dmitry Peskov, only noted that Trump had asked them not to attack until February 1st. Why exactly that date? Moscow stays silent like a partisan. But the fact remains, attacks resumed immediately after that date, and they were just as brutal, despite the freezing temperatures raging in Ukraine right now. It's like a stab in the back. Trump asked for mercy, and Putin simply ignored it. Was there really this truce? As an American who follows global politics closely, I'll tell you straight, this looks like an illusion. We've heard stories in the media about alleged agreements in Abu Dhabi, where Russian and Ukrainian negotiators supposedly gave verbal promises to uphold an energy truce. But who confirmed it? Nobody. It's like rumors on social media, loud but empty. I think Russia was simply stockpiling missiles, Calibers, Iskanders, drones. They were waiting for the moment to strike harder. How many times have we seen Russia pause attacks, not out of mercy, but because they ran out of munitions? This isn't a truce. It's a reloading tactic. Putin could have told Trump, "Okay, I'll meet you halfway." But in reality, it was a deception. Like in poker, a bluff to buy time. Friends, imagine yourself in the Ukrainians' place. Temperatures way below zero, and missiles are destroying power plants. Trump says Putin made a humanitarian gesture and that it means a lot. But is that true? I'm quoting our president. Putin went along with it, and that's already a step. But the reality is different. The attacks continue. It's like closing your eyes to an approaching storm. If we Americans believe this, we're risking losing our allies. Ukraine is fighting not just for itself, for all of Europe, for our values. If Putin ignores Trump, what does that say about our strength? That's a question every one of us in Washington or any state should be asking. Why did the attack happen exactly tonight? Not just because of the frost, friends. More importantly, it's tied to the visit of NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte to Kyiv. He's arriving to address the Ukrainian parliament, a powerful signal of support. NATO is holding Russia back, preventing it from rebuilding its empire. Rutte is one of the few Europeans who has influence over Trump. He's tough on Russia, constantly urging allies to help Ukraine. For Putin, that's like a red rag to a bull. The attack is a demonstration. We don't respect NATO. We'll keep firing even during your visit. Imagine, missiles over Kyiv while Rutte is speaking. This isn't coincidence. It's a message. Moscow is saying, we respect only Washington, but Europe, not so much. Remember how strikes used to stop during visits by American officials? But for NATO, zero respect. As an American, I see geopolitics here. Trump is trying to negotiate with Putin to end the war. He said after the attack, Putin is interested in the success of negotiations. But is he really? If we believe that, we're ignoring the facts. The Abu Dhabi talks? Maybe, but with no results. Russia is dragging things out, hoping to outlast Trump until 2029. Not that long, if you look at the calendar. And we Americans are paying for it. Our taxes go toward aid for Ukraine, because if it falls, Europe is in danger. This is a war of attrition. Putin wants us to tire first. Now a rhetorical question. Can we really afford illusions? No. Even if Trump and his team don't see the reality yet, we Americans must. We are the leaders of the free world. Supporting Ukraine is an investment in our own security. If Putin ignores Trump and shows disrespect to NATO, that's a signal. Russia won't stop. Ukraine's Euro-Atlantic integration, for Moscow, that's taboo. The attack right after February 1st is a reminder. No illusions. Friends, let's think about analogies. This is like the Cold War. The USSR constantly tested our resolve. Today, it's the same. Trump is a businessman. He loves deals. But deals with Putin are traps. I'm not criticizing the president. I'm explaining the facts. We heard about the energy truce from Trump, but the Kremlin stayed silent. Peskov only confirmed the request until February 1st. Why that date? Probably to build up forces, and the attack that followed. Brutal as always. One more point. Rutte's visit. He's not just any politician, an ally who can influence Trump. The Russians hate him for it. The attack is a slap to NATO. We'll bomb Kyiv even during your visit. It's a show of force, and it concerns us Americans. NATO is our shield. If Russia ignores it, what's next? In summary, this isn't the end of a truce because there never was one. It's Putin's tactic. We have to be realists. Thanks for your attention. Subscribe to the channel. Comment. Peace to all, and good luck.